moments that we have left, we want to talk right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand.
Hello, America. My name is Jim Long, and I'm here tonight to officially announce my candidacy for President of the United States of America. I just watched the third debate between Senator McCain and Senator Obama. I haven't been into politics too much, but quite honestly, I'm a single parent, and fear for my daughter's future, for my nation's future, has made me start listening a little more to talk radio, all kinds of talk radio, watching a little more news instead of sports or whatever. Again, out of concern for the future of my country. I thought it's so confusing. I mean, everything about our government, the IRS, hell, the post office, the way they charge, our traffic systems, the courts. So I started paying attention to the events and listening to all sides. And that's why I'm announcing tonight my official candidacy for President of the United States of America, and here's why. Because I feel I am more qualified than one of the two candidates that's probably going to be our next president. And to that candidate, I'm talking to Barack Hussein Obama. I understand we're not allowed to use his middle name, but this is America as far as I could tell, and I think we still have freedom of speech. So, barring that we do, then Barack Hussein Obama, why are you afraid of your middle name? There are philosophical differences between people, I understand. So much of what happens in our government, I think, is meant to bore, confuse, and frustrate us so we don't pay attention to a lot of the things. That's what I think they call it, pork spending in some of the bills they pass through. For instance, this housing bill, the $700 billion Save the World bill from collapsing thing, was so important that some of the senators, and I don't know which, I don't even know side of the aisle, and I don't care, but some of them decided, oh, let's throw another $500 million here, 500, whatever, to something that's so important, yet they take advantage of it. For what? For what? As I've looked at all this, again, a concern for my daughter's future and my country's future. If you or I lie to a police officer on the side of the road, for instance, or we go to court, even though just a small thing, you go to court, you raise your hands, they call it contempt, perjury. You could be arrested, you could be incarcerated for it. Yet our politicians every day from the Senate floor lie directly to our face with complete immunity. I think that's wrong. I think the Senate needs to be, I think that's wrong. We'll hold that thought there. Right now, let's talk about the two major presidential candidates. I watched the speech, or I watched the debate tonight. I saw two politicians. I saw one that's wanted to be president for so long, it's not even funny. I mean, you can see it. He wants it, and I think he wants it for the right reason. I think he thinks he can help our country, and I think that's why he's in it. And then I saw another candidate that I, in my humble opinion, I believe was lying through his teeth. Instantly people are going to say, oh, it's just something about skin color. No, it doesn't. In fact, I can say here without hesitation, if I could just pick someone to be president of these United States at this time, it would be Clarence Thomas. Justice Clarence Thomas. And if you go look it up, he is actually an African American or Negro, whatever the hell you want to call it. But we the people, if someone's going to lie, directly lie, a misspoken statement in the heat of whatever is one thing. But a lie, a direct, bold-faced lie, as far as I'm concerned, should disqualify you from candidacy for president. So to that end, I would like you, the viewers, and I'm going to look it up myself with limited research capabilities I have. Of course, I have the internet like you do. Obama tonight, I should say, question number one I have. Is it true or is it not true that Barack Hussein Obama started his political career in the living room of this William Ayers guy, repentant terrorist? Yes or no? That either happened or it didn't. And I'll bet there's a way, if there's some proof of this either way. Barack, I'm not really asking you, sir, because with all due respect, you're going to tell me what you think you need to say. Anyone else that can prove either way this fact, we want to hear from you. This one is very verifiable. Is it true that Barack Hussein Obama, out of 143 days serving in the Senate, voted 130 times present? Not for or against, but present. Now, I'm starting to understand what that means, but what it sounds like it means is that he couldn't take a side on either, he couldn't make a decision on either side of the issue because of whatever political or whatever reason. Now, we're talking about the Illinois State Senate. Now he wants to, and he couldn't make decisions then. Now he wants to be president of the United States of America. What are you going to do, vote president then when God only knows what's going to happen next? Think about it. So the question again I have is it true you voted present 130 times? I know this for fact is reviewable and actually documented. And if the answer is true, I believe I just heard Mr. Obama say he did not. Did he lie? True or false? Yes or no? Abortion. Man, I guess we could call it the third rail of politics for a lot of reasons. My personal views are irrelevant at this moment. What is relevant is whether you believe in abortions or free choice. It's my understanding when I've heard that a child that survives a botched abortion. Now think about this a minute. The woman, I'm not going to judge her. She's going and having her abortion, whatever. The doctor attempts to abort the child, which means pull it out dead, I believe. But yet the child survives. What kind of human being could not offer medical assistance, even if it's just to help it be more comfortable as it dies, whatever the situation is? How could any human being, red-blooded, pulse person, vote to make that illegal, to render aid to a child that survived attempted abortion? I want to know if it's true that he voted against it thrice, as in the Messiah times. Let's look that up, America, and find out if that's true too. And think about it. You know, Bush, McCain, this country, change. There's a lot of things we need to change. But look at what you're changing into. Obama says he did not know that the Reverend Wrong, Reverend Right, was an American, hates America and hates white people. And that goddamn America. Does anybody believe that? Does Barack's kids even believe when he says he had no idea? Come on, I mean, the guy married you, I believe. Married Mr. Hussein, Barack to his wife. I think he baptized their kids. But yet he didn't know that he believes and feels this way. Well, either he's lying through his teeth or he's so inept. Jesus Christ. Pardon my savoir-faire. If you didn't know he felt that way, if you're that so, what are you doing in church? Are you just sitting there playing, iPod, or what are you doing in church? Either you knew or you didn't. And if you knew and you stayed, that means you agree. On some level, at least. At least that's what I think. What do you think is the question, America? That's what this is all about. This is Jim Long from Dallas, Texas. Oh, by the way, Joe, we have offices in Detroit and here in Dallas, Texas. If you offer plumbing services in either one of those states or those cities or areas, call us and you will be our sole plumber for the rest of time. You did good, buddy. Thanks on behalf of a grateful nation. This is Jim Long. Stay tuned because there's a lot more to come. God bless America.